Hello Reapers, my name's Seth and we are back again for some more Trove. Luxion is back. The unofficial garbage man of Trove is here, and let me tell you buddy, he probably just has a whole bunch of trash once again, doesn't he? I'm so superior to you and your stupid inventory, I'm not going to fall for any of your tricks anymore. Oh my gosh! This is the best inventory that Luxion has ever had. Now, I know that that's like a bad comparison because every other time he's actually had absolute garbage, but no, this is fantastic. I'm going to try my best to rush this video out to all of you folks today because Luxion's only going to be around for 48 hours, Reapers, so act fast, get online if you can. I wish that he would actually be here longer or actually show up on the weekend, you know, so that everybody could actually log in and buy all the items that he has to sell because this is insane. Even I myself ended up spending like thousands of my dragon coins here, so you guys see that the Amorous archer costume is going to end up being a Valentine's costume. I'll show you all of these items in a little bit here, just a little sneak preview, but I just want to talk about why these are so awesome. This is actually a Valentine's costume for the Shadow Hunter that was available last year, I think, for last year's Valentine's event, if I'm not mistaken. So now console players and PC players are going to be able to get this if you weren't playing back then. The Hungry Hydraken Hatchling is actually the best magic find ally in the entire game. Ends up giving you 55 magic find as far as I recall. And I just wanted to kind of highlight these two right here to point this out, that you're going to see that buying the costume and buying the Hydraken for me are both grayed out. That's because I already have these unlocked. So the way that it works is if you don't have these guys unlocked, you just buy them outright and it's automatically going to end up unlocking them. They're not tradable or anything like that. Whereas every other item is tradable. That's why you can actually buy them all over and over again. Now, the Flame Tron Mark II, that's just a trophy. For console players, you didn't end up experiencing this, but a couple years ago, we ended up having a crazy, weird New Year event that ended up having this weird boss creature. It was like a flame enemy, kind of used a flamethrower. He was kind of strange and stuff, but either way, he ended up dropping this trophy, right? And then otherwise, almost all, actually, all of these other items were in the Chaos Chest once upon a time. Not anymore. Apparently, they've all been removed. Sprinkles used to originally actually be an exclusive item for alpha/beta players that ended up buying the $100 pack. I think it was a $100 pack or something like that. I don't know. I was very proud to actually have this back in the day, and then they threw it in the Chaos Chest like they do with everything. But now he's here and available for Dragon Coins, so I feel like I wasted my time playing this game during the beta. No, but seriously, really, really awesome stuff. The Festive Face Sleigh is going to be a gliding mount. The Personal Pop Parade Dance Pad has been something that people have been asking for such a long time, and now you can actually get it out of this guy. And on top of all that, this legendary tome right here, the Writings of Wonder. This is the big cheese right here. I bought 10 of them, for crying out loud. 10! And I'm going to end up reaping the rewards of this afterwards, because what you end up doing here, folks, is you're going to end up looking on the market, and you're going to be like, why would I end up buying this thing? And then, oh my gosh, I could buy this for 200 dragon coins and I can get myself an easy 100K? No, wait. Of course, this is going to be PC. Console prices are going to be different, but that's the whole key to this, is you're playing the waiting game here, folks. So if you have the extra dragon coins, obviously you're going to want to buy all these random items and stuff for yourselves, and then you just start buying extra ones that you can end up trading. Like the Dance Pad's going to be very valuable. The Writings of Wonder is going to be extremely valuable because it's the only way of actually getting this legendary tome. You can't buy it in the store, and it doesn't show up in Chaos Chest anymore, so who knows how long it's going to end up being before this guy ends up selling items like this again. Could be months, could be a full year. Not to mention the Festive Face Sleigh, that's going to be another thing as well that's going to end up selling for a lot of Flux. Most of all, later on. That's why I say it's a waiting game, because normally the Writings of Wonder on PC goes for maybe 250 to 300K and up. So if you end up actually buying a bunch of these and just wait, okay? And then you're going to be able to see the benefits of it as the tomes end up slowly getting taken out of the shop and people end up actually using it, right? So until then, you know, save your dragon coins if you can, because there are talk about new dragons that are very much on the way. So anyways, let's get into all of these items here. So let's go to Sprinkles. Sprinkles, where are you hiding? There you are, beautiful. Absolutely love it. I'll get off of reshade settings right here so you can see the game without all the extra saturation and see what it's going to look like vanilla. So this is, of course, what it's going to look like on console as well, because the console players can't use reshade. But he's still pretty cool. Really like the rainbow video effects that we got on this guy. Nice, beautiful, blah, blah. Like, I love the rainbow crazy jump that he's got. Like, this mount used to actually not have that much video effects, and they slowly just started adding more and more onto it. Honestly speaking, I don't even remember the jump animation being this. Am I crazy? Or did they add a lot to it? Like, seriously. And then there's going to be the Arigato, which, again, used to be a Chaos Chest item, which this is not going to end up selling for much just because of the simple fact that it's kind of ugly. That said, you know, it's not that people can't actually have this as one of their favorite mounts and stuff. I do actually like how the video effects of all your footprints are like 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and it's all binary and stuff like that, right? So it's kind of a very cool neon cat. But the whole point is that it's, you know, it's not a fairly coveted mount or anything like that, and because of that, the value of this thing is not necessarily going to be very, very high, right? Let me grab this cornerstone just because I'm a freak and I want it. And then we got the personal Pop Parade, which is going to end up being probably one of the cutest dance pads in the entire game. Absolutely love it. It's got rainbows, it's got unicorns all around it, and also has its own unique music, which is not too bad. It's pretty catchy because it's actually kind of like pop music, right? Oh yeah! And then the Festive Face Sleigh. This is going to be pretty cool that they ended up actually putting this one in here. Festive Face. Come on, make it actually show up. There we go. It's going to give you 100 mastery, folks. That's going to be the big thing about it. And then as far as tradability, is it going to end up being worthwhile? Maybe not necessarily. It's going to average out at, as you can see, like maybe 100, if not 150k, which 90 dragon coins, or you can end up just getting one of these tomes, which already is like twice the value. But still, it's a very cool mount, despite the fact that it doesn't really fit with the season. Obviously, this is kind of like a Christmas or Xmas like type of mount or something like that, kind of all holiday themed and stuff. But I guess technically it is still winter, so it's perfectly fine. The thing that's really cool about it, though, is the trail that we got going behind it is really, really nice, and especially when you start flying. Like, shouldn't there be like jingle bells start playing as you're flying this thing? Like, doesn't it just look really, really cool? I remember when this first got added to the game, I just thought, what an amazing mount. Like, seriously, it's just so cool. While also just being like a proper sleigh, right? And then the Writings of Wonder tome, what is the reason why it is as expensive as it is? Because it's going to end up being a legendary tome. Now, a legendary tome means that you can only end up using it for the week like once, and that's it. You can't end up using it any other times, just once. But it's going to give you 100 mastery, and it's going to give you a measly 2 Troves of Wonder per week. Now, that might not seem like much, but I've already got like maybe 30 extra Troves of Wonder right now just in my personal chest, just because of the fact that I've been grinding up this tome, and I don't really feel the need to actually grind up and spend my Flux to get more Troves of Wonder because they're so gross. Either way, it is still absolutely worthwhile. And the Hungry Hydraken ally right here, he's going to end up being really, really cool. This was actually a daily login ally that you would end up getting from logging in during certain months or whatever and using the login tokens, right? It's only going to give you 10 mastery, but it does give you 55 magic find, 3% to your crit hit, and 25% to your crit damage, which is actually really, really good. Not to mention the ally itself, he's so cute. Like, he's just a normal little dragon ally, but he's got 2 heads, and you can see that they're actually operating individually from each other. It's not just a copy and paste. So it's actually one of the only unique allies in the game that looks like this, which is kind of neat. I wish that it was actually crawling around on all 4s or just didn't have its arms, because otherwise it is just a little dragon ally. But still, it's cool, and obviously is going to end up fitting with the repertoire of any character in this game that wants to have a very dark Infinium type of look. You know what I mean? So then there is going to end up being the Amorous Archer costume. Again, this is going to end up being the Valentine's costume. So it's pretty cool that they... Oh, I'm already rocking it right now. So this is going to be it. I think it actually comes with a bow style. Let me just double check right here in the costume section. I think it's this one. Yeah. And then does it come with a hat? I don't think that it does. But let me... What is it? How do you actually spell it? Amorous. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't come with a hat or anything like that. But either way, it's I don't know. It's kind of bad for a shadow hunter, but at least you're going to end up getting, a cool pink costume to go with the Valentine's that ended up coming around. It's not going to end up changing any of your video effects, oddly enough. Like, you're not going to end up getting, like, red hearts or anything. It doesn't even, like, rehash the gunslinger or anything like that. But, and overall, it's just kind of a very plain costume. But that does not mean that it is not very, very cool, just in that we ended up getting something for this event. And not to mention just being a costume. Like, Luxion actually has, like, such a good inventory. I can't even believe it for this, these only 2 days, right? So I gotta try and get this video out to all you guys as soon as possible, because seriously, this is just... like, this is worth logging in for. It's a shame that he's not around for like 4 or 5 days instead of just 2. But it's definitely worth it, even if you just have extra dragon coins to spend. Get yourself some of these legendary tomes, because they're going to end up selling for a whole lot in a couple months, right? In either case, though, folks, thanks for watching. Very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. That's also going to build up loyalty points to my merch store. Links are in the description for that. And for the fans that want to go the extra mile, you can donate to me for absolutely free with Gawkbox. Links are in the description explaining that as well. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody. See you in like 15 days or something like that. I don't know. He arrives back on the 30th or something.